Hello and welcome to Big Blue News. My name is Joey.
And my name is Josh. Let's waste no time to get right into these stories.
We would like to congratulate our esports team who won the play-by-play versus MIAA esports state champion last week in Foxborough. Congratulations to team members Neil Quershi, Aaron Thompson, and Omar Brito for bringing the trophy back to Swampscott. I think it's safe to say that we have a dynasty underway. Many players participated in the esports state championship, but only a few players made it through to the end. They've officially been to the finals 4 times, winning 2 out of the 4 times since 2020. In the video, we can see a match in which our esports team won. The player is one of the captains and aforementioned member, Neil Quershi. He was playing as famous Mario character Yoshi while facing his opponent. He inevitably won after a long battle after a quick combo. Yet again, congratulations to the esports team. We hope to see another championship next year.
The cable TV community in Massachusetts recently received some encouraging news. Over the past 10 years, funding for community media has declined steadily as people have been cutting their cable TV subscriptions. However, after 6 years of being debated in committee, an act to modernize funding for community media has been introduced in both House of State legislators. This bill would require entertainment streaming services such as Netflix and Hulu to pay a percentage to the state of Massachusetts, who would then give some of that money to local communities and to run Access TV. Votes on both of these bills could happen at some point this year. Now we cut to a roll-in produced by Isaiah Costa-Krevlins on Renzo's Pizza.
Involved in the restaurant and bar business for most of my mature life. I've run from nightclubs to full bar restaurants to now a pizza store. We're very thankful to the community and the kids that have come from the high school. It's been very good so far. We're very thankful again as we're trying to offer quality food at a reasonable price. First, it starts with the dough. So we use our dough as flour, yeast, water, and some special ingredients that we put in, mix it up, and we take it out, put it on a table, and we have to batch it out. We separate it in piles, and then what we do is we knead the dough and put it in our trays, and we put that in the refrigerator so that it rises and ready for use. Pizza from there, as an order comes in, we take that tray, bring it out. Individually, we take out that pizza, flatten it out, put it on our paddles, put the sauce, put the cheese, whatever toppings, and then it goes in the oven. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes per pizza.
All right, and what's your personal favorite pizza?
Mine, personally, is the cheese pizza.
At the recent town meeting, an amendment was introduced to increase the proposed school budget by $480,000. After minimal debate, a vote was called and town meeting members approved the amendment and then approved the budget. The following night, a town meeting member asked that the budget be reconsidered, expressing frustration that the debate was not balanced. The Finance Committee expressed concern that the amended budget would be detrimental to the town's fiscal policy. Proponents to the amendment said that without the money, several essential positions would be lost, impacting student mental health services. Ultimately, town meeting voted to remove the increase, returning the budget to the original proposed total.
On May 21st, the class of 2027 went on a field trip to Topgolf in Canton, Mass. Ms. Russo, the class advisor, was very excited for the trip. Mr. Rovi and I are very excited to give the class of 2027 the opportunity to be together outside of school grounds and enjoy each other and have fun. The trip gave the class time to bond and get to know one another more. Overall, the trip was a blast and many students had a great time.
On May 17th, Swampscott High School Student of Color Association, aka SOCA, held the Heritage Festival, and it was a big success. There was a dunk tank, many different foods from many different cultures, and there were many different performances. Overall, it was a very successful festival, bringing awareness to the different cultures we have in Swampscott. On another note, now we head to a roll-in by Laurel, who interviewed the seniors who are graduating Mr. Doulette's Big Blue News class.
Hi, today I'm here with the seniors of Big Blue News. What are your names?
I'm Aaron Laporte.
Jack Frederickson.
What are some of the roles that you've played in media arts classes?
I've been audio. I've run the video engineer. I've also been the director once, and it's been a pretty good experience.
Yeah, so freshman, sophomore year, I was in digital film. Didn't really have a role, just sort of made independent films. And then this year, I've been able to be in Big Blue News both semesters, so I've been here a year long and sort of just done a little bit of everything.
What are some of your plans after high school?
So after this, I'm going to UMass Amherst. I'm gonna go and major into political science, maybe a little bit of history and film on the side.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on a few wait lists, but UMass Amherst is the backup, and hopefully going to go into something like econ, business, or finance, or potentially like some sort of engineering.
Are there any aspects of this class or any other media arts classes that you see helping you in the future or affecting you in any way?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a career in the news industry. So taking this class is pretty much like practice and good experience for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of same with me. I don't know about like any specific skills, but like just all the knowledge I've gotten with like cameras and just sort of film as a whole. I think I sort of want to maybe make independent films on the side of whatever job I'm doing. So yeah, this will definitely help me.
What were some of your favorite memories either in this class or in other Swampscott TV classes?
I'd say probably the best memory was when I was director. I remember that show was very unique in what happened, and it was pretty good experience.
Yeah, so I don't know about like best or favorite memory, but COVID freshman year with masks was definitely a really interesting experience in this class because a lot of stuff we did outside, and yeah, just COVID was, it was a really different experience. So, that was probably my most prominent memory from these classes.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Best of luck in the future.
The Nahant community was struck with some unfortunate news on Wednesday the 22nd. The police reported there was a shooting that took place on Nahant Beach. One person was injured and taken to the hospital. Thankfully, his injuries are non-life-threatening. Now we cut to the sports desk where Paul gives us the latest news regarding the spring sports season.
Thank you, Josh. Last Wednesday, on the 22nd, the Big Blue took on a Division III team, Melrose. At the time, the girls were 13-2 and having an outstanding season. Senior captain Coco Clopton recently got her 200th point as we congratulate her for an outstanding achievement. In the nail-biter, Melrose got the game-tying goal to send the game into overtime on Swampscott's senior night. The Big Blue brought up the pressure in overtime, however, as Coco Clopton scored the game-winning goal in overtime to give the Big Blue the win at home on senior night. That was Clopton's 6th goal of the game, including the game winner. Avery Laundrie also scored 4 goals, Cecilia Tripp scored 1, and Chloe Puzo had 2. They had a game last Friday against Hamilton Wenham and lost 7-6 in a close game. They bounced back, beating Gloucester 19-2, as the girls currently sit 11th in Division IV power rankings. On the boys' side, after a dominant win against Salem, the boys ended their season on a 4-game win streak, including a blowout victory against Saugus, winning 22-2, and a nail-biter win against Masco. The boys finished 16-1 and secured a playoff spot in finishing 13th in Division IV. The boys' baseball team went on a 3-game win streak, including 2 close games against Stoneham and Winthrop, where the boys only won by 1 in both games. Then they moved on to Saugus, where Jack Spear threw a no-hitter. Also, Connor Torello saved the no-hitter by diving for the final out of the game. That game helped the boys secure a tournament spot the boys also took on Marblehead last week, where they lost an extra inning 7-6. In their last regular season game, they took on Lynn Classical, winning 7-3. We wish the Swampscott Spring Sports teams good luck in the playoffs. That's all I have for sports today. Back to the news desk with Joey and Josh.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for watching this episode of Big Blue News.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for next time.